This is what Nintendo originally was. Yes, it was a playing card company. And this is Nintendo today.
It's me, Mario.
Consoles, theme parks, even movies.
We all know the Nintendo we see on the surface, but what about the untold truths lurking beneath the surface? Are there secrets Nintendo has been hiding from us? In this video, we're diving deep into the world of gaming's most iconic company, Nintendo. So grab your favorite controller and let's jump into the mushroom kingdom of secrets. The secret origin. In the late 19th century, Nintendo was producing playing cards for a game called Hanafuda, a traditional Japanese card game. But did you know that Hanafuda cards weren't just for entertainment? They also had a hidden purpose during a time of strict government regulations. These cards often featured symbols from nature, and players would use them to tell stories and communicate secretly during a time when gambling was prohibited. Nintendo's cards were more than just a game. They were a form of creative expression and defiance. Today, you can still find Nintendo-branded Hanafuda cards, reminding us of the company's deep-rooted history in both entertainment and tradition. It's a fascinating chapter in Nintendo's story that often goes untold. Nintendo's history is a tapestry woven with threads of creativity, innovation, and, of course, a touch of secrecy. The secret character origin. Before he became the mustachioed plumber we all know today, Mario had a much different appearance. He started as a carpenter named Jumpman in the 1981 arcade classic Donkey Kong. But what about that distinctive mustache? It's not just a style choice. The reason Mario has a mustache is due to the limitations of the hardware at the time. The original Donkey Kong arcade machine couldn't display fine details, so they gave Mario a mustache to make his nose stand out. It was a clever solution to a technical problem. So, the next time you see Mario, remember that his iconic look was born out of necessity and creativity. He's not just a plumber. He's a symbol of Nintendo's ingenuity and resourcefulness. But that's not the only secret about Mario's character. Did you know that he has a hidden connection to the famous cartoon character, Papa Sailor Man? In the early 1980s, Nintendo was actually in talks to secure the rights to make a Poppy video game. However, when those negotiations fell through, they decided to create their own characters, including Mario, Donkey Kong, and the damsel in distress, Pauline. If you look closely, you can see some striking similarities between Mario and Papa Pig. The red overalls and the strong arm pose are clear nods to the iconic sailor. It's an untold connection that adds another layer of depth to Mario's character. So, the next time you see Mario, remember that his iconic look was born out of necessity and creativity. He's not just a plumber. He's a symbol of Nintendo's ingenuity and resourcefulness. The secret weapon. The Power Glove, released in the late 80s, was marketed as the future of gaming. It promised to let you control games with the wave of your hand, making you feel like a wizard in the gaming world. But here's the untold truth. It didn't quite live up to the hype. The Power Glove had its fair share of issues, including accuracy problems and a steep learning curve. It was also notorious for being expensive, which made it a rarity in many households. But here's where it gets interesting. While the Power Glove may not have been a gaming sensation, it did make a surprising cameo in a Hollywood movie. The Power Glove played a crucial role in the movie The Wizard, where it was used in a high-stakes video game competition. It's become an iconic moment in gaming and film history, even though the glove's real-world success was limited. So, the next time you stumble upon a Power Glove at a retro gaming convention, remember that it may not have lived up to its promises, but it certainly left a lasting mark on popular culture. The hidden salve system. In those early days of gaming, many of us believed that blowing into our NES cartridges before inserting them into the console would magically make them work. It was a ritual we all performed to ensure our games ran smoothly. But here's the secret. Blowing into the cartridges didn't actually help with the game's functionality. What it did was remove dust and debris from the connectors. You see, over time, these connectors would accumulate dust, and blowing on the cartridge was a simple way to clean them. It's a testament to how passionate we were about our games, willing to try anything to keep the adventures going. So the next time you reminisce about the NES era, remember that blowing on your cartridges wasn't just a quirky habit. It was a secret gaming ritual we all shared. In our next segment, we'll delve into the fierce rivalry that defined an era of gaming and pop culture. Stay tuned for more untold stories about Nintendo, the secret rivalry. In the 90s, Mario and Sonic became the faces of their respective companies, Nintendo and Sega. It seemed like they were bitter rivals, but in reality, employees from both companies often met and had friendly relationships. They would even exchange technical advice. This rivalry was more of a marketing strategy to engage gamers and keep them excited. The friendly competition fueled innovation and creativity, ultimately benefiting gamers on both sides. Those epic console wars you might remember were fueled by fan loyalty, but behind the scenes, it was all about pushing each other to reach new heights. It's a secret camaraderie that made the 90s gaming era truly special. So, the next time you look back at the Nintendo Vs, Sega rivalry, remember that it was a friendly rivalry, one that enriched the world of gaming and gave us some of the most iconic characters and moments in video game history. The secret of innovation. Now, let's explore what truly sets Nintendo apart from the rest of the gaming world. From the groundbreaking motion controls of the Wii to the revolutionary hybrid design of the Nintendo Switch, Nintendo has consistently defied conventional wisdom. They make the trends, not follow them. The Nintendo Wii, for instance, introduced motion controls when everyone else was focused on button-based gaming. It opened up gaming to a whole new audience, from casual players to nursing homes, making it a cultural phenomenon. And then there's the Nintendo Switch, a hybrid console that seamlessly transitions between handheld and home console modes. When it was first announced, many doubted its success, but it went on to become one of Nintendo's best-selling consoles. The secret to Nintendo's innovation lies in their willingness to take risks and experiment with new ideas. They prioritize gameplay experiences over raw processing power, and that approach has paid off time and time again. Nintendo's game library is a testament to their creativity, featuring timeless classics that continue to captivate players of all ages. And it's this dedication to innovation that keeps us excited for what Nintendo has in store next. The secret of longevity. As we conclude our journey into the untold truths of Nintendo, it's time to address the secret to Nintendo's longevity in the gaming industry. What makes this company endure and thrive over the decades? It's not just about the games, although they are undeniably amazing. It's about the timeless characters and experiences that Nintendo has created. These characters, like Mario, Link, and countless others, have become a part of our lives. They've transcended generations, and their adventures have touched the hearts of millions. It's a shared experience that spans across families, from parents who grew up with Nintendo to their children who are now being introduced to the magic of gaming through the same characters. But it's not just the characters. It's the creativity, the innovation, and the dedication to fun that define Nintendo's legacy. Nintendo has expanded beyond gaming with theme parks, merchandise, and collaborations that keep the excitement alive, whether you're playing a game or sipping coffee from a Mario-themed mug. So, the secret to Nintendo's longevity is not just about making great games. It's about creating a world of wonder and imagination that continues to captivate us year after year. So, there you have it, folks. The untold truth of Nintendo. From its humble beginnings to its secret design choices, quirky accessories, and legendary rivalries, Nintendo's story is as fascinating as the games themselves. And remember, it's not just about gaming. It's about the enduring magic that Nintendo brings to our lives. Thanks for joining us on this journey into the Nintendo universe. If you enjoyed this video, click the next one shown on the screen. I'm sure you'll like it.